Hello friends, good afternoon. Today is 23rd May and day Saturday. So as I mentioned in my previous video, uh, which was which I made a couple of days back to know more about Momentum Traders Group. So it is a part two of that video, and in this video I will be talking to you about our setup, which is basically dual super trend setup. So other setup which is MTG setup, which is Momentum Traders Group setup, that I will talk in another video, which will be a part 3 of this series. So in this video, I will be talking in detail about dual super trend setup, what is a setup, how this setup need to be used, what are the things we need to monitor when we are taking a trade with this setup. So this setup is one of the, I can tell you, best setup based on my back testing, and uh, I have taken already the trades. So based on that, I can tell you, if you want to play swing trading, so definitely this is one of the best setup, which will give you an entry at a very low risk level, and then you can uh, ride the entire trend. And same thing, if you want to use same setup for your positional trade, then definitely you can use the weekly time frame and then use the exact same setup for your positional trades as well. So let's start with the setup. So before we move and discuss in detail, so this is a disclaimer from my side to every viewer. I am not a SEBI registered advisor or investor. So basically, in this video, whatever the information I will be sharing, it will be solely meant for educational and information purpose only. So whatever the stocks I will be using in this video are only as a examples to explain you uh, how the setup works, how the entry and exit works. So that's the sole purpose of this particular video. So let's begin, friends. So basically, as I mentioned, this particular setup, dual super trend setup, can be used for swing trade as well as positional trade. So when I say swing trade, so here we will use the time frame of daily time frame, and in some cases, when if something, if you want to take some quick trades, so you can switch to 75 or 125-minute time frame as well. So let's stick to daily time frame in this video and discuss in detail. And secondly, if you want to use for your core portfolio, where you want to add some good fundamental stocks at a lower level, then you can use weekly time frame and study the chart based on this setup and identify the stock at a very low level, and then you can add into your core portfolio. So that's how this time frame we will be using going forward. Second very important aspect of this setup is how the stock selection approach should be. So basically the approach what I am using based on my experience is top-down approach. So what is basically the top-down approach is, first we need to study the broader market. So when I say the broader market means, see how is the overall market doing. So how is the Nifty doing? How is the small cap index is doing? How is the mid cap index is doing? So or maybe say how is the Nifty 500 is doing, because Nifty 500 is the combination of large cap, small cap, and mid cap everything. So if you study the movement of Nifty 500 index based on this setup, and if you find that the market is in the uptrend, then you can start your swing trade. But based on this setup, if setup is telling you that Nifty 500 is in downtrend, then that is a time where I would say you need to be cautious in the market or maybe stay away from the market. So that is one aspect. Second, you need to once you conclude that the market is in uptrend, but the second is sector, because at any given point of time, not all the sectors will be running in the uptrend. There may be some sectors going uptrend, there may be some sectors going downtrend. That's how the whole stock market work in cycles. So basically, then you need to understand by taking the index, say like pharma index, auto index, or maybe say energy index. So you need to study the index of that particular sector with this setup. And if you find that particular setup is in showing in a very strong up move, then you need to drill down to stocks. So then you need to go to the stocks of that particular sector or sectors and identify those stocks and then study the chart, and then you can enter into that stock. Because if you are taking a position in a stock, the broader sector, uh, if that is into the downtrend, so probably the possibility or the probability of uh, going that stock into positive is very, very less. So that is the reason we need to move along with the current. Yeah. So that's very important aspect of the swing trading or a positional trading. And if you follow this top-down approach, then you will see most of the time you will be away from the market, or you will not jump in the market. You will be at the sideline, and you will try to enter, or you will enter in the market whenever there is a trend change happens in the market. So that is very, very important. So next is what are the indicators we are going to use in this particular setup. So basically the first one is dual super trend MTG indicator. So this indicator is a combination of two super trend indicators, but this indicator has been created by me, and this is for the Momentum Traders Group members. So that's one indicator. Second one is very, very important indicator into this entire setup is AMA line. So I will show all those indicators on the chart as well. So AMA line is going to play a very important role in terms of entering the position and exiting the position. And the setting for the AMA will be 4420 or 4520. So depending upon the market condition, you can adjust this setting 4420 or 4520. And same thing with the super trend. So one super trend will the setting has to be 1 uh, and 2.1 and 3 and 2.1. So these are the two major uh, indicators will be a part of this one. And third one, which is basically the RSI. Here RSI we will be using same setting 14 days RSI, but we will be not using a daily or a weekly, but we will be using a monthly RSI. But the values we will see on a daily time frame. So I will show you on the chart what exactly I mean to say that. And this particular indicator gives us a very clear, uh, you know, view on the trend of any cycle or any stock. So we will discuss in detail about all those indicators and how we are going to use those indicators. And another one is the MTG. So Momentum Traders Group indicator. Again, this is a proprietary indicator which has been created by me. So um, there is a separate uh, setup uh, we can discuss in another video about MTG. But here we can use MTG along with the dual super trend also. I will explain you how you can use it. So buy conditions. So the first thing is the common conditions for all the buy signals. The price close. If you are using a daily chart, so the daily candle has to be above the AMA line. Then monthly RSI has to be above 50. So it should be closing, it should be okay. So monthly RSI should be crossing above 50 from downwards. Yeah. And what is our criteria? So when the first signal comes, ST1, the first super trend when gives the buy signal, you can deploy your 25 tranche capital. Say like example, if you are having a 1 lakh uh, rupees and you want to buy shares of 1 lakh of a particular stock. So 25% is 25,000. So just go ahead and buy 25,000 rupees shares. So maybe next day or after 1 day or 2 day, when the second super trend also gives you a buy signal, so add another 50%, so which is another 50,000. So now you are deployed with 75,000 capital. So that's how you can add your capital into tranches. Yeah. Third buying criteria is any given point of day, if super trend 1 and super trend 2 both give a buy signal on the same day, so you can go ahead and deploy a 75% capital, or depending upon the market condition and depending upon the technical analysis of the chart, you can even go ahead and deploy 100% as well. There is no problem on that one. Yeah. But in case of ST1 and ST2 both gave a buy signal, uh, and MTG also gave a buy signal on the same day. So then you don't need to worry about it. You can straight away go ahead and deploy your 100% capital into that stock. So if it is 1 lakh rupees, so directly you can buy 1 lakh rupees stocks in one shot as well. So selling criteria. So selling same position as you are deploying your capital in a tranches, same way exit also you will do in a tranches. So when your super trend first, super trend 1 will give a sell signal, so you can book 75% of position, and maybe after 1 2 day, if yes, super trend 2 also gives you a sell signal, so you can go ahead and uh, book another 50% of your position. So 75% of the position you are out now. Third criteria is basically on any given day, if your super trend 1 and super trend 2 both give you a sell signal on a same day, so you don't need to look for anything. And second, the price closed below AMA line, then you can straightway go ahead and close your entire position on the same day itself. No need to be tranches or anything. You can buy, close the entire position and book the profit. Yeah. So let's quickly see how this looks like on a chart and how we can implement this particular strategy on a chart. So first, let's say AMA line. So this is here in indicator you can go, and here you can put adapt adaptive moving average. So this is by some Everget. So this is the indicator which you can use it. And once you go there, you can go and change the setting 45 20. So this is the setting I am using, and then rest no need to touch anything. You can keep everything as you want it. And here you can change the color as well, like when the market is uptrend, so the line has to be green. When the market is down, the line has to be basically red. So that is the simple setting you have to do it. Second very important one is our own indicator, which is dual super trend indicator. So where it is? Yes, here it is. So dual super trend MTG V2 indicator. So this is the indicator which you can apply. So at this moment AMA I will just hide it to show you the settings. So basically when you will apply this indicator, so you will see that there are lines forming below and up. So that is basically acting as a stop loss, you can say. So if you see that when the market is uptrend, so there will be a green lines forming below the candles, and when the market is downtrend, so there is a red color line forming on the top. So actually I don't need those lines. I just need the buy and sell signal. So what I will do, I will just go to settings. Yeah, and I don't need anything like this. So I will remove all those. So I will just need this buy sell and buy sell. And second, I don't need the background as well. So I can just go ahead and remove the background. Yeah. If somebody want to know the keep the background, so that when the background is green, when the market is uptrend, when the market is downtrend, so you will see a red background on the chart. Second, here it is a very important color coding. So basically, this color of the candle will change when any given point of time super trend 1 and super trend 2 gives you a buy signal on the same day. So here I am using say, yeah, this violet color. Yeah. And for any given point of day, super trend 1 and super trend 2 gives me a sell signal. So that candle has to be red color. So these are the two candles I will be using. Second, now to make little bit more difference in terms of viewing, I will just change the color, the original color of this candles. I will make it light. So I just want to see the candles which I want to see. Yeah, so I will just keep like this. Yeah, so now you can see this dark blue or dark blue candle which is clearly visible to me on the chart. Yeah, so now it's very clearly here this candle is formed, which is a dark blue color, and I can see it very clearly visibly. So it will give me some highlight. Yeah, so this is how it looks like now. And third one is basically our RSI. Yeah, so RSI, here this one, RSI multi-time frame uh, Jigga. So this is what it looks like. When you put it here, it will look like this. So you need to go to settings, and first you need to see where is the monthly. So if you see here, monthly is on RSI time frame 3. So we don't want 1, 2 and 4. We want just 3 here. Yeah. And upper setting, I will change it to 80. Middle line, I will change it to 50, and lower I will change it to 30. Yeah. So, and this one also I will make it a line. Okay. And here also I will change it to line, and maybe I'll make it black. Okay. So basically now how this entire setup works. So this is now your indicator is set, and this MTG indicator I will be talking in detail in another setup, or probably uh, it gives more details, so it will take some time. So I don't want to discuss more about this particular indicator in this one, because that what you say setup itself is different from dual super trend. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. So now let's understand how to take a position. Say like example, this is VBL chart. So in our setup, so you might have heard the stages of the stocks. Stage 1, which is basically the consolidation stage, then the stage 2, which is the bull run, the uptrend of the uh, you know stock, and then stage 3 where again it goes into consolidation, and then the stage 4 where the stock goes into complete downtrend. So basically, if I want to explain you, so here is the stage 1 when this stock was in consolidation, and this uptrend, the entire bull run, basically this is called as stage 2. And this top portion where the stock was like almost from June 24 to Jan 25. So almost 6-7 months the stock was in consolidation. So this is stage 3, and then from there, from here, basically July 24 to now April 26. So almost 2 years. So the stock was in stage 4. So basically, this is how the that stages work. So that is one part of the how you can study the cycle of the stock. But when it comes to our setup, dual super trend setup, so the RSI, which I said very important component of this setup to study the cycle. So in this, we don't use four cycles, we use only two cycles. Cycle one when the stock is in uptrend, and the cycle two when the stock is in the downtrend. So only two cycles. So how to identify when the cycle starts, how to identify whether the stock is in cycle 1 or cycle 2. So basically, if we take an example from here itself, or maybe say here. So if you see, whenever the stock is in downtrend, yeah, and it goes below RSI 50 on monthly, okay. So if you see here, it goes below 50 and then crosses above 50 from downwards. So that's where I would say the stage 2 will start. Okay, the stage 2 will start of a stock. So from here, so which is basically April 20 to till here, yeah, till here. So Jan 23. So almost 1.5 year. The stage 2 was going on, but here the sell came, but still it is not a sell signal. I will explain you about the sell signal. Then again, if you see, the trend is continued here. Yeah. So this is where you see the RSI closed below 80. So this is the level where the RSI closed 80. So this is where I would say from here, April 20 to August 24. So almost 4 years VBL was in a stage 2 uptrend, and then the stage 1 started here, which is stage 1 is basically a downtrend. So stage 1 started August 24. So August 24 to August 25, 1 year, and now almost another 8 months. So on almost like 1 year, 8 months, 1 year, 9 months, the stock was in down. So this is basically the stage 1. So when this stock is happening, so in this time, even though any buy signals are coming, whatsoever happens, I will not enter. I will be stay away from that particular stock. So now if you see, the stock went below RSI 50 here, and now it crossed above 50 here. So, and when this candle formed here on weekly, so this is the perfect buy valid entry for me here, and I will enter here. This is on a weekly, and same thing if I want to see on a daily. So if you see here, the RSI was down, 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 and here it became positive above 50, and here the candle is formed on daily candle, and I will enter here. So this is how you need to use the RSI. Yeah. So now coming back to evaluate the overall chart now. Say like example, in our scanner, this particular stock has come up. So first I will see whether the stock has crossed or above our RSI 50. Yes. Second, now AMA line. Whether the price is above the AMA line. Yes. Second criteria is meeting. Third criteria is whether the whether I have a buy signal, whether it is super trend 1 has given me a buy signal, or whether super trend 2 has given me a buy signal, or both has given me a buy signal. So in third criteria, I can see both has given me a buy signal on 8th of April. So here I can go ahead and deploy my 100% capital here, and see after that the stock was nicely going up. And then here if you see, here one day on 12th of May, I got a sell signal from super trend 1. So here probably I can go ahead and book 25% profit, and I will be in a trade. But then what happened? The stock came down, and then again stock went up. So I have booked only 25%. Still, I am with 75%. So that is how you will be always in the game. You will not exit the complete position. So now again, if you see the stock came down, it pulled back, it touched it came touched or nearby the AMA line, and then again took a support of that and it went up. So this is how. Second, uh, if we want to see any other example, say like this one. Yeah, let's see first on a daily chart. So this is same setup here. Yeah, so you see here 80 it went, and then it crossed below 80, and then in between when it is going down, in between, even though there is a buy signals are coming, I will not take any buy signals. I will leave this particular stock entirely. I will not touch it. I will touch only when the RSI goes down, touches the 50 line or goes below 50 line and then comes up. So this is the criteria. Now this stock is ready for me to consider for taking a position. So say now this is the situation here. Yeah. So now stock touched 50 and crossed now 50. And now this stock has come into my scanner. So here is the day when super trend 1, super trend 2 both gave me a buy signal. So I will enter here. Yeah. And then here, if you see, I got the sell signal here. Yeah. So basically, I got the buy signal here and then sell signal here. Sell signal here. But in between, one time what happened? The candle closed below AMA line. So whenever this kind of situation happens, whenever there is a candle which closes decisively below the AMA line, even though super trend has not given me a sell signal, none of the super trend has given me a sell signal, at this level you will go ahead and book your entire position. You will not be in the position if the candle is closed below AMA line, irrespective super trend has given me a buy sell signal or no. Yeah, so very clear guys, make it a note of that. So you enter here and then you will exit here. So you are exiting at almost 20% gains. Yeah. And then actually here then this stock is going up. So leave it because you have exited, but after that there is no buy signal has come. And actually here then the sell signal has come. So then definitely you will be not there in that particular stock. Yeah. So then what happened? Here one time, here the buy signal has come. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Here the second buy signal came. So here the buy signal has come. You will enter in this trade. But what happened? Immediately next day itself, or maybe next to next day, again the small candle formed below the AMA line. So that is an unfortunate trade. So you will book whatever the small loss, 1-2% loss, and you will be away from that particular stock. So after that, here you got a buy signal. So this is a super trend. One has gave you a buy signal. So you will enter here with 25% capital. And then here after few days, super trend 2 also gave you a buy signal. So balance 50% or even the 75% you can deploy, and then you can enjoy the trend here. So you entered here and then you will exit here at almost 27%. So how you will exit here? So you are in the trend. So first super trend 1 has given you a sell signal. So book your 25% profit and stay in the trend. And after a few days, if you see, super trend 2 also gave the sell signal and the candle also closed below the AMA line. So the balance 75% you just book it and get out of the entire trade. So that's how you need to do it. Yeah, so this is on a daily time frame. But if you move to a positional trade and if you want to do on the weekly time frame, so see here what happened. So on a weekly time frame, here it closed below 80. So you can see that here it closed below 80, but the stock is after that also it little bit went up. But I will be not part of this trade. I will be away from this because I want this cycle to be completed. I will not jump in between the cycle. So I will wait for this entire cycle to complete. So when this cycle completed, so its cycle started in 23 and it ended in 25. So almost 2 years. It touched here 50 and now this stock has become ready for me because it has completed the stock, cycle. And here now on my weekly chart, you can see a very strong blue candle has formed. So I will enter here. So after the close of the day, so week basically maybe Thursday evening or maybe Friday afternoon, I will enter into this trade. So after that, you see this now stock is almost given 150% return, still there is no exit for me. So here if you can see one time super trend 1 has given me a sell signal. So I will do what? I will just go ahead and book a 25% of my position. So still I will be there in my a trend with 75%. So if next week also if there would have been a red candle here, then probably I would have booked the balance 75% and got out of the trade. But what happened after 2 weeks? There is a super trend 2 has given me a buy signal here. So what I will do, I will the 25% which I have booked and I am keeping that capital with me so that you can go ahead and redeploy that capital again here. So this is how dynamically you need to play, and then you can see what is happening in this trade. So still there is no sell signal in this one. So recent example I will share, which is with the HFCL. So HFCL also you see this. This is the trend here in October 2023. It touched RSI 50 and then this trend started. So here you will enter and then this entire journey started. Stage 2 started. So here if you can see in the month of October 2024, Super Trend 1, Super Trend 2 both gave a sell signal on the same week. So here probably I will go ahead and book the 75% or maybe 100% considering the kind of candles are forming here and the overall broader market. If that time if the broader market is strong, only this stock is coming down, then the scenario is different. But when I'm seeing that the broader market is also falling and the stock is also falling, then there is no reason that I will stay here. So, okay, in case of a setup, only you need to follow. So you will follow here, book your entire 75% and be in the trade with 25%. And next week, you can see that the candle closed below our AMA line. So whatever that balance 25%, you can book it and come out of the trade. So now here you are coming out of the trade and now you will not do anything. You will just sit quietly keeping this stock in your watch list to complete the entire cycle. So here now the cycle started in October 2024 and then the RSI went below 50 and then completely it was below 50, not any time it came up. And even after that you see this in between here one time super trend 1 super trend 2 both gave a buy signal here to enter in the stock, but as the RSI is below 50, this buy signal is null and void for me. Yeah, so here what happened basically here April 6 week, here you see RSI crossed above 50 and there is a super trend 1, super trend 2 both give me a buy signal here on weekly. Yeah, so this is where you can go ahead and deploy your complete 100% because if you see down, MTG indicator also gave me a buy signal at the same time on weekly. Yeah, so here I can go ahead and deploy my 100% capital and then you can see what happened here. Same if I want to see on daily. So exactly same thing. So here you see this RSI became positive and here on this day on 8th of April super trend 1 super trend 2 both give me a buy signal and then you can see what is happening here in this particular trade. Yeah, so same thing I will share the STL also. Okay, so guys, any stock we are discussing in hindsight, it looks like very good, the stock has exploded and all those things. But I'm not trying to show you the that this stock uh, is basically we can catch it. The purpose of this example is just to show you, if you just follow a very simple basic observation of the setup, then you can really catch these kind of moves. See whether the move is coming or not coming, that's a different story that we will know only once we take the trade. But if you connect the dots with the fundamentals or the tailwinds of that particular stock, whether if any tailwind is playing particularly with that sector. So when we talk about HFCL, STL, so these are basically the optic fiber companies, or the products they are making for this all data centers and all those kind of industry, which is right now the tailwind of this entire sector. So if you connect the dots like this in a broader way, then you can catch all those stocks very well in advance. So here, if I want to share the again the setup, so here if you see, the stock crossed above 50, yeah, but here already the super trend 1 and super trend 2 has gave you a buy signal. So here you will enter no, because the RSI line is below 50. I will enter in this particular stock here on this week when the RSI became positive. So I will enter here on this day. Yeah. Say this candle I entered. Yeah. And after that, what happened on this candle? There is a super trend one gave me a sell signal. So 25% I will book my position. And then what happened here? On this day, super trend 2 also gave me a sell signal and the candle decisively closed below the AMA line. So I will just completely exit this position. So what is my gain here? So I entered here and exited here. So only 25% uh, is the gain here. Then what happened? Then I will stay here. RSI line is above 50 only. It is not going below 50. And then what happened? Here you can see I got super trend 1, super trend 2, both give me a buy signal. And RSI is again touching line 50 and went up. This is the day I will enter. See, I don't know whether this move is coming or no. I just want to share that this entire setup is perfectly meeting my buy criteria. And I entered here. Yeah. And then rest is the history. So then every week you can see what is happening in this particular stock. So there are so many particular examples. If you want, I can share it. Very big up move in a stock, Yamtar. Same story, same setup. See this. RSI went below 50. Yeah, here the RSI went above 50. And see this. Dual super trend 1 and dual super trend 2 gave a buy signal here on the same week. And then boom. There is no sell signal yet. And see, basically in this particular setup, when the stock is moving in uptrend, so the biggest worry for any retail trader is that the stock is just making every day lifetime high. What I should do? Shall I book the profit? Shall I book the profit? He will be in a fear. He will be in a greed. He will think that stock, what will happen that if my stock goes down, whether I will lose my entire gains. No, you need to systematically follow the exit procedure. So till now, if you see, the stock is just going up and up, up and up, and still not a single week the sell signal has been triggered. And down, if you want to validate more, you see down what is happening in the volumes. Huge volumes are, the stock is going with a huge volumes up. So that itself is validating that the stock is in a very strong uptrend. Yeah. So this is how, guys, you need to study. And recent two stocks which I got in this week into my scanner is, if you see here, uh, this is one of the stock, JSW Cement, where it came in the scanner on 21st of May, and then which is on Thursday, and Wednesday sorry, on Friday this stock went almost 8% up. Yeah, there is one more stock which I seen on Friday. This Friday, this stock has come in the scanner. So if you see Super Trend 1, Super Trend 2, both has gave a buy signal on the same day. RSI is above 50. So this is a perfect setup to enter here. Yeah. So this is how, guys, you need to play this setup and and enjoy the ride. You don't need to be fear what will happen. And one more important uh, mention I want to do here is, see, you need to understand one thing. No setup or no strategy is 100% foolproof. There will be some trades which you have to exit in losses. You know, you don't think that if everything is meeting as per your setup and you enter, and then there is no chance that the stock will hit your SL. No, it's not going to happen that. There may be a possibility all the uh, dots are connecting and you entered into the stock, and then the stock will hit. So that time you need to coolly book the loss and get out of your position. But you will see that majority of your trades are going up, so those trades will compensate for those losses which you are seeing there. Yeah. So take the trades very wisely. Don't run behind the rallies. If any stock which has already run 100%, 200%, so don't jump in uh, those stocks just because of the FOMO. Like example, MTAR or STL. Those are the stocks I would say, already they have at their peak. At this moment, just because of FOMO, uh, jumping in those stocks will be not a wise idea. If you want to take a position in those stocks, just wait for some pullback. When the risk reward is in your favor, probably you can enter in those stocks. Market will give you the opportunity, but you have to wait for the opportunity patiently, and then you need to enter in this stock. So in our um, this setup, every day when you will run the scanner, you will have at least like 4 to 5 stocks in the scanner. So you just need to study those 4 or 5 stocks and then pick one or two perfect setups and then take a position in that one. So this is it about this dual super trend setup, guys. So I would request you know watch this video carefully, and then in case of any questions, you can always comment me below. I will answer them. And secondly, I will request if anyone who is watching this video is not part of our Telegram channel, so join our Telegram channel, which is Momentum Traders Group Premium. So Premium is basically the groups, the members who are there, all are premium in this group. So that's the reason we call it as premium. We don't charge a single rupee for any indicator or for any sort of information. It's completely free of charge. We don't charge anything. You can join this Momentum Traders group. I will put the link in the in this video, and you can put your questions in this Telegram channel. We have very experienced people in this group who will answer, or even I will answer your queries. Yeah, take care, friends, and be safe, and have more and more earnings in the stock market. Thank you very much. Take care.